All right, so this is the last bit here, and what I wanted to show you is while we're on layer 0 with everything else frozen, I've almost got everything done. I've got these little pieces here. I've got to figure out where they belong. And then I saved this section so I could show you how to move a hatch pattern, because that's what this is here, to the correct layer. So you see I've got the hatch pattern selected, and a new part of the ribbon shows up because it's letting me edit that hatch pattern. Notice it says a hatch editor, but I don't want to edit the hatch pattern. I just want to change the layer it's on. So if I just click back on the home tab over here, I can move that to the correct layer, which would be section. And then these lines, this ellipse, should be on the object layer. And then the center line should be on the center layer. And the text should be on the text layer. And that should do it. Now, I don't really know what these lines that are left over are supposed to be because I don't know where they are in reference to the drawing. So I'm going to go back into my layer control, right-click on one of the layers and pick select all, and then turn off the frozen sun. And that shows me what I've got left. So I can see right here is where I've got something still on the 0 layer that should be on a phantom line. And then right here, that's still on the 0 layer, and I can tell because of the line weights, I have those turned on. So that's supposed to be on, and make sure you don't still have something else selected. That's why it wasn't showing me a layer up there. I had more than one thing selected, so I want to select just that one line and make sure it's on the object layer. And then there was one up here, yeah, so I just missed a little bit of a break line right there, and that should be on the object layer. So that should do it. So we're going to check it one more time. And we're going to do that again, going into layers, right click on one of the layers, and it will bring up this list. We'll hit select all, deselect layer 0, and then click on the sun to freeze the layers. And we don't have anything left in our drawing area. So that means we've successfully moved everything where it's supposed to be. And then you can just turn on all the layers again. Now I want to point out something. You can see that the line patterns are very, very small. And the reason for that is this happens to be a metric drawing. And I can find that out by typing in measurement. If I take measurement, the measurement value is set to 1. If I hit enter, or F1 rather, I'm sorry, I meant to say F1. It's going to open up the help menu for me. And I might have to do this a second time because initially when the help menu opens up, it goes right to the home screen. But I want it to go to information on that measurement command. All right. So I'm going to minimize this and try that again. I'm just going to hit F1 while I'm in here. And now it's opening up. Oh, that's too bad. It's not opening up the right thing here. So let's try this again. I should be able to just hit F1. Am I hitting F1? Well, it doesn't seem to be linking. So another thing we can do is just hit the question mark over here while we're in this command. And that's what I was hoping that this was going to do, but somehow Microsoft has attached itself. So let's type in measurement at the command line here, and we're looking for measurement as a systems variable. There it is, measurement system variable. And I just want to see, what does 0 and 1 mean? 0 means it's imperial, and 1 means it's metric. So that's why our line pattern is showing up so small. So we need to reload all those line types using the layer command. Go into layer. Let's select just one of the line types, and we're going to reload it. So I'm going to reload it by loading center 2. Now notice that acadiso.lin is showing up here now instead. That's because this is a metric drawing and the size of the pattern needs to be larger. It needs to be 25.4 times larger, in fact. So now when I hit Regen, RE for Regen, you can see that the center pattern for all the center lines looks like it's the right size, okay? So RE is for Regen, regenerates the model. It refreshes it basically and resets the line weights. So let's do that for the rest of the line types. Hidden, I want to load the same thing, hidden too, but it's just from a different acadiso.lin menu. We want to reload it every time. I'm going to click on Phantom and do the same thing. Phantom 2. There's Phantom 2. I'm going to reload that. And dot 2. You don't really have to reload the continuous because it doesn't have a pattern. And I think that's everything. So when I hit OK, and we just go back and Regen, RE, enter, all of the line types now are showing up with the correct pattern, and we're ready to go. Looks like I might have accidentally, oh, that is on the wrong layer, isn't it? So that's supposed to be hidden lines right there. So why is hidden line showing up with dot 2? So we found another error. I'm going to go under hidden and change that to hidden, and that should correct the problem right there. Okay. Then also double check your work. This has not been put on the correct layer. That should be on the object layer. And so just kind of go through and check your stuff and make sure it's on the right place. And then the last step you're going to be doing is filling out what are these line types. And this is where you can use the drawing reference that's the same as this to help you out. So this is a viewing plane line. This is a extension line. And you can, I don't think you necessarily need to keep the brackets. You can get rid of those if you want to. But I just want you to identify the different line types. So you're going to reference this file here and the one that you have in your reference information here to help you with that. And that is it. So once you're done, you are going to upload this file, save it again, hit the save button, and then upload this file into Blackboard, and I will review it. So there's 2 drawing assignments and 1 file management task for you this week. I know it looks like a lot of videos, but the videos are just kind of broken up into more digestible chunks, which makes it a little bit easier to get through. It also allows you to go back for future drawings. If you forgot, how did I set up layers, or how do I set up a line, how do I use that direct distance entry for lines? You can go back and just watch that short video, just that section, and grasp those concepts and apply them to future drawings.